Greetings, all you Metamaniacs. This is Team Money G, and I am very pleased to bring you the best Darth Revan counter we have to date. And guess what? It is already waiting right in your roster. Hey folks, Team Money here, and I am very pleased to bring you a counter that has been only used by the Wolfpack in one territory war. Usually I don't get to bring you counters that we use. They tend to be created in the guild, which this one was. Thank you very much to Chewy, who is a relatively new member of the Wolfpack, for creating this and allowing us to use it in the guild, and also allowing me to bring it out today. We have seen this team come out in arena shards. We've seen it come out in Discord servers, and so we're just going to go right ahead, because TW isn't for a while, and make the guess that the big YouTubers are going to get to it before we do. So here we go. Today I'm going to show you why this team is so great, the mods that you need, and the order of approach that you're going to need to take down Darth Revan teams. Okay, so first let's go over why this team is so great. It is extremely dependable. If you meet the requirements for speed versus the opposing team, you will almost always win, save if they have some crazy HK 47, or perhaps if Thrawn's on the opposing team. That it gets a little bit tricky then, but I'm 100%. Since I've learned this counter, except for a couple of teams where Thrawn is present. There's a very simple order of attack. It's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can teach this team to your guilds. Please share this video with your guilds. Ask them to subscribe to the channel, to like the channel, come out to our streams that we do every week. And if they're interested, become a patron, where we work with our patron community to, super nerd out on all things PvP. The characters that I'm going to show you, you absolutely already have if you're going to be facing any Darth Revans in your arena or NTW, and hey, the speeds are within reach for us. Okay, so let's now go right into the modding for this team. The modding is pretty simple. It's speed-based, but it's not super duper heavy on speed. You certainly aren't going to have your fastest mods on Jedi Knight Revan and Grandmaster Yoda, but they're going to need to be fast. Ideally, both of those characters will go before Darth Revan and before Darkside Bastila. So if your Jedi Knight Revan is 300 speed with the speed bonus from his leadership, that means he's going to be, in essence, 335 speed against the Darth Revan team. So you can beat a Darth Revan that is 334 speed, which is incredibly fast. Same with GMY, you're going to just add 35 to whatever his speed is. He's a little more tricky because you're going to need to have offense. 1,000 special offense is probably an underestimate. You're going to want to have an offense set on him, an offense cross, and so you're going to want to have a speedy set for that. You can use a speed set. It's going to be a little bit more tricky, and you're probably going to be a little bit more susceptible to the other team getting ahead of you if you can't take down Darth Revan right away. The other three characters are Thrawn, Bastila, and Jolee, and all of them are basically speed-based. It doesn't really matter as much, but just because Darth Revan is such a powerful team, I have pulled a bunch of my mods off of my beloved Night Sister team and pulled them back onto Bastila and Jolee. They're actually faster than I had them when the Jedi Knight Revan was meta in Arena. All right. Okay, so let's go in against Talman. This team actually has Talzin and Night Sister Zombie on it. Maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll go against CVO, because that's more of a realistic thing that you're going to see in Territory Wars and in Grand Arena. This typical team where you're protecting your team from an opposing Darth Revan by including Sith Trooper, so that Darth Revan can't hit the opposing Darth Revan with his special right away and put fear on everyone. So this is the typical team that we're seeing these days. So, okay, the first move is to mark Darth Revan. Boom. Then the second move, and this is why it's important for your Grandmaster Yoda to be faster than your Darth Revan as well, is that Yoda's going to spread his buffs. Now, if Darth Revan gets to go before Grandmaster Yoda, he is very likely going to put buff immunity on your Jedi Knight Revan, and then Corrupted Battle Meditation is going to land on Jedi Knight Revan, and things can go sideways really easily. You can still win at this point, but it is much much harder, and you can just be more susceptible to things going completely sideways. So the next move after Mark and spreading the tenacity is to fracture Darth Revan. And you can see I'm blathering on here. I don't really care about time because this team is quite it's not a timeout team. You're not going to time out with this team. You're either going to live or you're going to die. So the next moves are 3 basic by Bastila, Jolee, and Grandmaster Yoda. Then the other team will probably go fussy a little bit. Now we're going to turn meter swap using the healing move from Jedi Knight Revan to Bastila Shan. And this is a move that not everybody does. Some people just do the Yoda special first time around instead of his basic. But this is a little bit of a workaround just to make sure that you do kill Darth Revan for certain. So there we go. You can see my Grandmaster Yoda is hitting for between 65 and 70,000 on that special, and he's hitting pretty hard on his basic too. So you really do want someone. You really do want offense on that guy. Okay, so now we're going to, I was just kind of hoping magically I might get a great hit on HK-47 and take him out. He is the most dangerous character at this point in time. There we go, right? He's just taken Jolee down very, very nicely there, and hopefully we'll be able to recover. I think I will call Jedi Knight Revan to assist just in the hopes that that little bit of extra protection will help. There we go. And we're going to mark HK-47, give us a little bit of time against his special. Now, sharing buffs at this point in time, you can just watch silly old HK's health and protection come back. He didn't get to because I murdered him there viciously. And here we go. So that's it, folks. It's really, you can definitely lose Thrawn to Malak at this point, and but that's the team, and it's very, very methodical. So I'm gonna post a slide that I have. I'll show you right now. Here it is, the order of attack. So just to review that. The first three moves are Jedi Knight Revan marks Darth Revan, Grandmaster Yoda spreads tenacity up, and Thrawn fractures Darth Revan. The next moves are that Bastila, Jolee, and Grandmaster Yoda all use their basic attacks on Darth Revan. This is a little bit controversial. Some people don't necessarily do this. They just use specials and try to get Darth Revan down on that first round. That's not what I do. I then feed turn meter to Bastila and risk putting fear on my Jedi Knight Revan. I don't really care because he's either going to do a call to assist, which is not going to help in taking Darth Revan down, or he's going to do a basic. And we're so close to that half point in health where he will equalize with another character on the team. It's always Malak, and so you're just activating Malak at that point. So that's not what I do. I feed turn meter to Bastila Shan. Often JKR gets fear, fine, whatever. And then I call Grandmaster Yoda to assist, but not on not on Darth Revan, but on Sith Trooper. Hopefully, if only Malak is there and you feel like he's going to do his special and kill one of your Jedi, especially if Jedi Knight Revan has Death Mark, for instance, you might just want to give the buffs to Grandmaster Yoda from Bastila and not even call him to assist. He won't assist on Darth Revan, right? That's why you can't just call him to assist on Darth Revan. He'll just stand there, but he'll still get the buffs. At this point in time, if Grandmaster Yoda got a little bit of turn meter, great, he's ready to go. If you have to wait a little bit, you're going to have to manage that. But he uses a special move versus Darth Revan. As we know, if you are in territory wars and you kill the leader, especially if it's Darth Revan, you are a hero. So at this point, it's a win for you, and you are going to, 99 times out of 100 with this team, be able to take out Darth Revan, and then the rest is just taking other characters down. And, I tend to take down I've learned to take down HK. I was resistant to taking down HK, but I am taking him down now instead of Basila. I was focusing on Basila first, but I think that HK is just way, way, way more dangerous. And yeah, so that's where it's at. I'm going to play a couple more matches. Good old Maurice took this team out for a test drive last night. Super easy to move mods around if you have them. The speeds that I have might seem a little bit daunting if you are a newer player, but really it's relative to your shard. If you're already able to climb up into the top 50, 20, 10 with the mods that you have the mods very likely in your roster to build this team. And you know what? Having super great mods on Jedi Knight Revan isn't the worst thing in the world, right? Even if you don't have to face Darth Revan on defense somewhere, you have a fantastic Jedi Knight Revan team that can take out, you know, pretty much anything, well, literally anything in the game. So hooray. Okay, so let's do a couple of more matches here. Let's see if we have a, this Talman is, I think, pretty fast. 306, so not super fast. Let's just really quickly go and look at my mods here, just to show you guys what we're dealing with, what I'm using. And so here we go. I don't have all 6E on Jedi Knight Revan. He does have 301 speed, so 141 additional speed with a speed set on him. And he's got you know, some additional offense, but I think that's just mainly due to the fact that I have this mod that's a speed set cross that I have to use on him. It's like my third fastest one. So here's Grandmaster Yoda, 123 speed at 292, so you add 35 to that. He's my limiting factor. I'm basically able to take out 297 to 27, so I can take out a Revan that's 227 safely. So that's, you know, that's pretty good. It's not going to take out the best of the best, but there we go. But coming down here to my special offense, I do have nearly 2,000 special offense on this character, so 1,000 that I noted in the mods is probably the bare minimum. And I just have some speed on Jolee and Bastila, 127 and 125 additional speed. So those are two of my better sets for sure. And then good old Blue Man group here, the smoking hottest character in my roster, other than Chewie. He's sitting at 290. That was just kind of, I think I had him at 290 or very close to that. He doesn't really need to go faster or slower than anyone else. He just needs to be able to fracture if he's against an opposing Thrawn. If that Thrawn is fractured, if that Thrawn fractures our Thrawn or our Jedi Knight Revan or something like that, then things can go sideways, but that's the way. Okay, let's go and do another battle. I'll walk through it with you guys one more time. And here we go, versus Talman. Okay, I hope this is helpful. I hope this is step-by-step. And again, I do encourage you to share this with your guild. We have a patron program specifically for guilds where we come in, Good old Maurice and I come in and we do a Q&A that's about an hour long with guilds. It can be about any subject that you want to work on with your guild. Typically for us, because we're so PvP focused and Territory Wars and Grand Arena focused, that's where the focus is. That and on mods related to that sort of thing. You can also use that hour with us just to work with your officers on Territory Wars strategy, and it's a lot of fun. So that's our guild program. I did just open that up this last night, actually. It was sitting at 4. We just wanted to make sure that we could manage those folks, and so that I opened it to 10. So you're welcome to check that out on our patreon.com/Operation Metaverse. Okay, here we go. I blathered for a minute. Let's see if we can still make this happen. Oh yeah, there's some Night Sisters on this team. Go figure. All right, so we'll see how this goes. And here we are. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Now we'll turn meter swap and give Yoda, oops, pardon me, give Yoda all his buffs. You can see all of the Count Dooku's that are being created in the guild right now. Oh, interesting. The turn order was off there. Okay, so here we go. Boom, he's gone. Okay, can't resurrect him. Zombie, tough toodles. I just want to kind of get these guys out of the way first. But, I mean, I don't know. I was impressed with this team for the first day. And really, as far as I know, the zombie Mother Talzin, that was created by someone in the wolf pack. Tylo Ren was the first person that I've seen to use it on a shard. So, but it didn't last super long. It's more of a novelty team, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm not sure. So I'm kind of risking here that I'm going to be able to get another team because we're getting up into the 20s and it's quite early in the day. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do another run, but I hope this has been helpful. I will do another run for you guys. You can stick around or not. I will post the, how about we just hit auto? I will post the slide that I just showed for the order of attack. I'll post that on our Discord server. The link for joining that is below in the description. Join it. It's an amazing community. I just kind of quietly go in there and thank the heavens that we have so many super, super smart players, you know, folks that own different servers, and they come in there and they help people and they're super active in there. You know who you are. Thank you very much for your time that you spend in the server. I value that dearly, and it's one of my favorite places to hang out in this game. What else? Yeah, so join our Discord. Consider joining us on Patreon. We love and we need that support from the community to keep going on this. And I hope this counter helps you, you know, so you can bust through, especially for those guilds who are maybe facing in territory wars, facing folks that are bigger than you. Maybe they're going in short. They have more Darth Revans than you. I hope you can practice this team and surprise the heck out of them when you wipe out their Darth Revan zones in a whole bunch of beautiful one-shots. So thank you very much. Again, I'll play one more time. I'm not going to talk through this time so that I can just play properly. Hopefully I'm not making mistakes, having to, you know, chew gum and walk at the same time, so to speak. Here we go. Let's see if there's any like super fast ones in here. What about Christmas? He's got his payout last night, I think. Nope. I have a younger shard. It's a pretty mellow shard, you know, generally speaking. I'm not going to hit Captain Blackbeard because his payout is still to come. That's a very slow Darth Revan. Let's see. Goisman. No, we decided that was a slow one. Okay, let's hit Captain Blackbeard. Captain, you know, if I accidentally hit you down, that it's just because I'm a moron. It's not because I don't adore you. Okay, here we go. It's definitely easier with Sith Trooper present. If Sith Trooper is not present and you have to hit, oops, I did that completely wrong. And you have to hit, Malik because he's taunting. That is no fun. So I did that wrong there. We're gonna see if we can get around the corn again with our buffs. This time I think I'll feed turn meter to Grandmaster Yoda, and then boom, he should go down. Okay, great. So that was a little mistake just in the order of attack that I've been promoting. I used Bastila to buff Yoda a little bit early. All right, let's get HK out of here before he causes any more trouble for us. he just gains so much turn meter. I mean, so much protection and health back. You can lose Thrawn. This is easily a 19 team for sure. Okay, there we go. So really, once you get HK out, it's, I don't know why I marked Sith Trooper there, but I was just about to say, it doesn't really matter, you know, once you get HK out. And I guess that's evidence of that there. Now we're gonna make a 17. Dang you. So maybe my mistake at the beginning was a little bit more than I thought. Okay. And one of the things I do all the time is with Malak present, I try and get that protection up happening as much as possible. And I don't know if we're going to be able to take this guy down. And I don't want to completely take him down because I promised Blackbeard I wouldn't. There we go. Okay, can we just assume that I'm going to get him down there? So that is a 17, 18 points for that. And still a happy thing, like I mentioned before, if you can take down even just Darth Revan as a leader in Territory Wars and Grand Arena, you can pick apart the rest of the team, no problem. So yeah, that's a win. Speaking as a leader of a guild that is ferocious about Territory Wars. Wonderful, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the Discord server.